Hello and welcome, my lovely Cancer. I am the Queen of Clovers, and welcome to my channel. This is a general reading for Cancer for the month of remaining of October. It could be for anyone, anybody, or nobody. As with all tarot readings, please remember to take what is yours and leave out all the rest. I'm going to start with a little bit of Oracle, and then just some tarot and maybe some cartomancy qualifiers. If enamored by my reading, please like and subscribe. Here we go. The Wolf and the Peacock. It's very interesting energy to be bringing in. You may be feeling upcoming for this end of October. You may be feeling you might be feeling like you're both strong and pretty. Even though you might feel a little primped and proper, it's like, I am beautiful. But if you looked inside, there's like a lone wolf doing very well without anybody's business. It just feels like you feel very well-rounded, Cancer. And if you haven't felt that yet, you can expect that to come. I do have the Nine of Swords here to clarify, and the Two of Wands. And the Nine of Wands, 999, 929. And number 2, look up for an angel number. But it's making a very strong decision to come into a cycle. And really deciding. See how she decides that I'm going to take this on with the Wands. And it goes straight to the Nine of Wands. And look at that. Look at the light at the end of that. The evolution of this wand through this oracle portion of the reading here. Your plans, your dreams, your wishes. You need to write them down. You need to take them seriously. Because there's no reason that they can't come true. Especially on your own. Nines are pretty single cards. And what's interesting about this 9, followed by the Two of Wands, Nine of Swords, as tough as it is, you came out so strong with the Oracle cards. It means you're handling your shit, Cancer. You're not very worried about, you know, you're not, the lonely thing. So you don't have a child tax deduction anymore, or you know, you don't have any kids anymore. Whatever it is, you're really holding your own. And it is very lonely for you. You do feel like you will feel a little lonely about it. But there's more to this. You're lonely now, but in the journey you take, you're going to be around people. And I know this might be totally negative bullshit, but Spirit's saying you don't need to build a fence unless you want to have visitors come visit you inside and feel safe. You don't need this level of strength unless you're protecting something of value. And Spirit is saying that even though you might take it a little too far sometimes, Cancer, and really kind of have been maybe, you know, being a little more strong than necessary, more solo than necessary perhaps. There's something about it, Cancer, that Spirit is saying, you got it. You're going to get it. Don't worry. There will be other people. Some of you might be thinking, oh dear heavens, you know, when I'm struggling, isn't it because of other people? Oh wow, the Emperor. That is in your shadow portion of this reading. I'm going to do the work, love, shadow, and light reading here. And I'm going to start in the work portion and then kind of move on and ended up spending most of the time on love position, which I do have the Seven of Wands, more protecting, more standing your ground. This is you, the sentry at the gate. You will be letting people in, but you won't be letting every Tom, Dick, Harry, Meghan, Sally in. Whew. So you might be feeling like solo is the way. This is the Four of Wands. A lot of people consider it the celebration, the marriage card, but it's in reverse in the center of your reading. This is really strong, strong energy. And let me tell you why, darlings. Because of the fact it's not like you're going to be single forever, Cancer. This is absolutely not that part of the reading at all. What I am getting is you don't need a lover. And if you don't need a lover, there's a lot more choosing going on in your love life. And you are going to absolutely end up with a quality beau. The quality here is very important. Wow. Alright. Yeah, so there's definitely a single feeling ringing true. What's really interesting is I have the King of Wands here, right? I'm sorry. Hold on a moment. Let me take a sip. I have an actual real flu. Not this COVID's not a real flu, but apparently I keep saying that and people keep questioning me like, don't you believe in COVID? Yes, I believe it exists. People are getting sick and dying. Alright, so here's the thing. With the King of Wands here, in your light position, this is a position you're willing to embrace. You're willing to take on quite easily, Cancer, even as a deep water sign that you are. Because you do need to have a lot of that ferocity about you in order to take on this solo expedition, go on seeking a true soulmate or somebody, you know, in your travels and adventures. This is especially important because in your shadow position, you're resisting being the Emperor. It's actually kind of wild. You've released quite a few burdens with the Ten of Wands in reverse, but there's probably some work that still needs to be done. This card like this because it brings in happiness and light and sunshine once you're able to manage your Ten of Wands. Like you said, I said, you're handling your Nine of Swords. This Nine of Swords isn't coming in as cryfest for Cancer. This Nine of Swords is coming in because you need to open those envelopes. Somebody needs to hear that you need to open those envelopes from the IRS or the school or the Department of Education. You need to open those up. Anything. You need to open the mail and look. Because, first of all, it's not as bad as you think, and second of all, Spirit is saying you can handle it. And you should be able to handle a lot of this by the end of October. There's just a few things that need to be done in a certain area. And it could be work, but you're coming to the end of something, an end of a cycle. Also in your shadow position, I have the Queen of Water, which, I'm sorry, that's the King of Water. So you're embracing yourself wholly, especially in tasking yourself with handling this Ten of Wands business. What's really interesting is that you're making way for a new voice, either at work or in some other aspect, some other non-home and family aspect, love aspect of your life. And you will have a chance to start something anew. You will have a chance to start a new cycle, especially with your words and your wisdom, a learning cycle. Some of you may be going back to school to attempt something new, clearing out an old career. And Spirit is saying you must be just tickled because it is that great. This is going to bring you into a lot of that King of Wands, fiery, Emperor energy. You're coming into your strength. I don't think an Aries or a fire sign is pushing in on your light and your deepest dark of this end of October. But you will be embracing the power of yourself. Your Halloween costume should reflect you as something strong and powerful. It can't be like the fairy unless you're the queen of the fairies. It can't be a nun unless you're the mother superior with the big rosary hanging from her waist kind of thing. Cancer, embrace your strength. It is absolutely here for you to take to close out this month of October. Some of this energy might take you into the end of December, but grasp it now because the little things you're doing right now are adding up to so many great things. That success is ahead of you. I also have this card. Sorry, excuse me. This is a Sagittarius, but it is also the Knight of Wands. I'm sorry, the Queen of Wands, which is my energy, but it's the Knight of Wands. I don't know why I said the Queen of Wands. I'm a little relying on spirit right now. So this Queen of Wands, this Knight of Wands is coming in towards you. It could be a female. Why I keep trying to say it's a queen, but I know it's the Knight of Wands racing in, that Sagittarian energy, that blending in somewhere. So in between your light and left position, you are coming into something, and something quite social and responsible. It's a blending within a community. You could be going and moving to a new place with a lover. You do have the Empress energy in reverse here, also in your dark energy. And it's more, it's that fear of losing. Do not grapple the fear, because you do have a leg to stand on. Spirit is saying the Seven of Wands. Right now you might be feeling like you want to be entirely single, but Spirit is saying go ahead and embrace that energy, because you know what happens when you decide you're absolutely going to be single. This is too easy, male or female, on my own. The next time you go get gas or go around the corner for a little bottle of milk or a Starbucks, you meet the love of your life, because your energy is absolutely open. It's not calling in anything in particular, so you have a lure out that is you, yourself, and you for high quality love. And that's what Spirit is saying. You're kind of making these decisions. You're not building a home for somebody, you're building your life. Oh yes. But like I said, I should have said a fool's journey, because what happens when fools rush in? Well, they catch fire. I pulled the Fool card because, like I said, as soon as you decide that singletude is the greatest thing on earth, and you embrace your own power and your own value, you end up on a new journey, because something is going to come in, usually to challenge it. You know, when you make these big declarations to Spirit, you know, like I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that, or I'm going to be single now from now on, I'm going to try it alone from now on. And this may not just be trying it alone, it just might be trying more independently. Even if you're in a long-term marriage or relationship, some of you could change your whole relationship by changing your state of independence within that relationship, if that makes any sense. Come on, mix it up. These cards are the worst to shuffle. Yeah, you've been going through some Five of Cups. You've gone through some losses. You know what? You weren't too sore about him. You was like, let him go. Let him go. This is the Knight of Cups in reverse. I'm not chasing love. And then I have the Empress here. And so I have the Empress and the Emperor here. So you're embracing all this power, all this personal power. Like I said, if you're in a relationship, or you're, you know, you've cut off your crushes and all that, you're still embracing something about your individualism and your absolute singletude as a human being, as a deserving, loving, deeply commanding Empress, Emperor type human being. Yes, an Emperor and an Empress here are a true pair. And you're afraid of this Emperor. It's in your dark position, in your shadow position. It's afraid of being in charge of every damn thing. Don't deny yourself success. I have the Knight of Cups again. And the Five of Cups again. I wish I could do this myself, but I mean, Spirit is doing pretty well. Withholding. So I know you're withholding love. Somebody is actually watching you, because they pulled. So this is what your lover is thinking about you. Somebody who might approach you that's new. And they've pulled the same cards in the left position here. The Knight of Cups, the Five of Cups, The Four of Pentacles is withholding, so it's kind of wrapping up. You've decided to withhold yourself for yourself. Let's turn this person on like nobody's business. Ooh, they are planning. Three of Wands. They are planning to approach you, but they feel really weak. And they're going to move really slow because they haven't a clue what to say. I know, Cancer. The lack of the masculine approach these days. Dudes, just approach and don't be a fake nice guy and don't try and play it cool. Just act like you're meeting a friend or a colleague to start. Just get to know us. It's so sad the way getting picked up ain't that. Sorry. They think you're a gem. That made me laugh and cough because they really value, they think you're a gem. And how do you approach a diamond? How do you approach a diamond so it doesn't run away? I hope you didn't run away from this person, Cancer. It's not very Empress, King of Wands, Emperor like. Yes, they're going to come for you. That's like that's the Fool, basically. And the Three of Pentacles, it's probably going to be a work event or a social event. You know the fairs that schools have for fundraisers? For some reason, it's like that's all over it. Or maybe I'm just ready for Hallmark movies. But Spirit is saying, just get yourself out there, Cancer. Because just because you're not dating anybody and you're single forever doesn't mean you don't go to the school function. You still have to go to things, even if you're a single person. But now you just roll around alone. And when you do that, it's almost impossible to stay single. I'm just giving you some advice from the spirituals. All right, my darlings. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. If you were enamored by my reading, please like and subscribe. I apologize for being ill. I'm much better than I have been, but it's still a tough one for me too. Spirit definitely gave a lot for it. So I'll see you next week for a full moon reading. Have a good one, my loves.